So find yourself, get comfy on the mats. If you have bolsters or blocks that you want to use, then feel free, this is the class to bring those along too. And we're going to start on our backs. So finding yourself in a nice supine position on your mats. Just get comfortable. You can have the legs long, the arms can go out to the side, or you might even want to place one hand on your stomach and one hand on your chest. And when you're ready, just bring your attention to your breath. Eyes closed or eyes open, yogi's choice. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're just going to take 3 deep inhales, drawing that breath deep down into the base of the stomach first, layering all the way up through the ribs to the top of your collarbone, and then exhale completely. So if you're doing this right, you should feel your stomach rise before your chest. And then just let everything melt, everything relax as you exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then just return back to a regular rhythm of breathing. So from here, just bring your knees gently in towards your chest, hug them with both arms, and just begin to rock from side to side. And start to check in with your body, start to scan from head to toe, notice how you're feeling, notice any aches or pains, any little niggles. And keep using that same breath that we just did. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Think about sending that breath there. So we're just gently going to take these rocks now into circles, drawing the knees out and around, massaging that lower back plate into the ground, feeling all 4 corners. And those circles can be big, they can be small. You can stick with the rocking if you wish. And then just gently come all the way back to centre and go back in the opposite direction. So just take note how each direction feels. Any areas of that lower back that particularly feel tight or stiff. One more circle all the way around. And then gently bring the knees back to centre. From here, taking a hold of the left knee, you're going to exhale as you extend the right leg all the way to the floor. As you inhale, gently pull that left knee in towards the centre of your chest. Really think about aiming that knee towards your sternum, so that hard centre line down the front of your chest. And just take 2 deep breaths. You should really note this stretch in your inner hip. And as you exhale on that second deep breath, just release tension. And as you inhale, bring the knee out to the shoulder. So outside of the chest, and you should maybe feel this now more in the outside of your hip. Again, 2 more deep breaths. And then after that second deep breath, just begin to circle that knee. So we're just going to draw circles with that hip, taking the knee out and around. Maybe a little bit wider than you did with the knees together. Get into that hip joint. Maybe extend the leg a little bit as you go round. One more circle. And then bring both knees back to centre. And switch sides. So we're going to take the hands over to the right knee. Exhale as you extend that left leg all the way to the floor. From here, inhale as you bring the right knee in towards the centre of your chest. So really think about pulling it towards the centre line, to that same area, and feel that stretch on the inside of your hip. Hold here for 2 deep breaths. And then as you exhale on that second, just release tension, and as you inhale again, bring it out to the side. So notice the transfer of the stretch. Notice where you're feeling the stretch. 2 more deep breaths. And then as you exhale, just begin to make circles with that knee. So just taking it out and around, maybe extending, working into that hip joint, mobilizing that ball and socket. Noticing how that hip feels. One more circle all the way around. And then gently bring both knees back to center. Hug them in tight. And just inhale as you lift nose to knees, squeeze. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale to lower. And then slowly bring yourself all the way up to seated. From here, finding yourself in the center of your mat, we're going to take a nice deep breath all the way in as we lift the right arm up, reaching up tall. As we exhale, reach all the way over to the left. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. Think about lifting and lengthening as you breathe into that upper armpit. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then as you inhale, come all the way back up to center, switching over sides. So other arm now reaches up tall. Exhale as you reach all the way over to the other side. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back up to center. Exhale as you twist and look over that left shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. 2 more deep breaths. After that second deep breath, exhale, come all the way back to center as you inhale, lift and lengthen as you come through that midline, and then exhale as you look over that other shoulder. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come back to center. From here, we're going to take a hold of that right foot with the left hand, either with the left hand or placing that foot into the crease of that left elbow. You're then going to wrap the right arm around and you're just gently going to rock from side to side. So this is called rock the baby. We're just going to take 10 or so rocks on one leg. And then relax that leg back down. And then we're going to switch sides and do the same on the other leg. So either hand to the foot or foot to the elbow crease, and then wrap the arm around. Try and keep nice and upright in the torso. Try and reach that chest towards that shin. And again, 10 or so rocks on the other side. Once you've done 10 or so on the other side, you're just going to relax that leg down. You're going to come to a seated position and you're going to take that foot across the knee, so right foot across the left knee, and then you're going to slide yourself in. So we're going to deepen this stretch now. We've just limbered it. We're now holding it now more as a static stretch. So reaching the heart towards the shin. Keep the foot flexed if you can. Keep the torso nice and upright and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly stretch yourself back out of that, or scoot yourself back out and switch sides. So left foot now goes across right knee. Scoot yourself in towards your heels as far as you feel comfortable. Think about reaching that chest towards the shin, flex that foot back, and again hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly scoop yourself all the way back out, unravel the legs, and then we're going to come around onto our hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're just going to do 3 cat-cows. So you're going to inhale as you dip the stomach, squeeze the shoulder blades together, look up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, round through the spine, pressing the ground away, hollowing out the chest, and dropping the head to look towards the knees. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. From here, come all the way back to center. Take the hands slightly further forwards, and we're going to drop back into heart mounting pose. So if you want to get more into the upper back, keep the knees together. If you want to include the hips more, take the knees out wide and really let the chest drop toward the floor. Sink back towards those hips. Maybe not quite as deep as heels to bum, but just take a nice few deep breaths in, feeling the expansion in the upper back as you inhale, feeling the stretch in the underarms. And if you find that this feels quite easy with your forehead on the ground, feel free to take the chin to the ground and look further forwards to get deeper into that thoracic spine. Take 2 more deep breaths wherever you're at. Exhale completely. And then slowly inhale as you come up onto your hands and knees again. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to thread the needle. So you're going to take that left hand through and under the right, shoulder to the floor. Really work on getting that left shoulder to the floor first. Look out underneath that right armpit and then press into the ground to keep twisting. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you want to take that bind, go ahead and take that right hand up and over, reach back behind you, and then see if you can grab that inner left thigh. Keep twisting and looking over that shoulder. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself. Come up onto your hands and knees and switch sides. So you're going to take the right hand through and under, shoulder to the floor. Really make sure you've got that connection first. Look out underneath that left armpit, and then if you want to take that bind, go ahead, reach up and over, back behind you, and grab that inner right thigh. Take 3 more deep breaths. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself, unravel your arms. Come up in onto your hands and knees, and then we're going to come into a kneeling position. So option to take hero pose, sitting on your heels. Option if you have a block or a cushion, we're going to take the feet out wide, knees together, and you're going to slide your bum in between that gap. If you can't quite fit down towards the floor, you can always use that block as a gentle halfway house to just take the pressure off the knees, or a cushion, just to help you find that nice position. So we're stretching out through the front of the quads. There should be no pain in the knees at all. From here, we're then going to take the right hand up, reach back behind us, and take the left hand to that elbow and pull back on that right elbow. So you're getting a nice stretch down the back of the triceps. Take a few deep breaths in. Exhale, and then switch sides. So you're going to take the left hand up, reach back, grab a hold of that elbow with the right hand, and gently pull back, stretch out that tricep. Again, take a few deep breaths in. exhale. And then slowly release yourself from that stretch. From here, you can remove that block, come back up into a kneeling position, and we're just going to get down the front of the arms. So we can just gently place the hands flat on the floor, thinking about keeping the heels of the hands together flat on the floor and spreading the fingers so you've got full grip. You're just gently going to rock forward to feel that stretch in the back of the wrists. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then come back, and we're going to turn the fingertips back towards us and do the same again, but this time we're going to pull back towards our heels, keeping the heels of the hands flat on the floor, and just gently pull back, and again hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. This time, keeping the fingertips pointing back towards the knees, take the tops of the hands to the floor, so palms are facing up, and you're thinking about straightening those arms, and then gently pulling back. You might not even pull back very much. You should feel this down your forearms, maybe in your elbows, maybe in your biceps, and again, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So from here, we're going to then come a little bit more into the front of the quads and come into that, I can never say it, Bavagas twist or something. So we're going to take half hero. So option to just take that 90-90 angle with the legs and just simply twist and look behind. Option 2, you're going to take half hero with the left leg, so heel next to the left hip, sole of the foot facing up, and then this right foot is going to come up into the hip crease, sole facing up of your left leg. You're going to aim to get that right knee toward the floor. From here, you're then going to reach with your left hand over to that right knee and see if you can grab a hold of your foot with your right hand as you twist to look behind. So the right arm goes behind you and you're looking over your right shoulder. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly unravel yourself and then switch sides. So this time, the sole of the right foot or the heel of the right foot goes up against the right hip. Again, you can take that 90-90 if you haven't got the mobility and just go for that simple twist, yogi's choice. And then you can take the left foot, sole of the left foot into the hip crease of that right leg. Aim to get that knee toward the floor, as close as you can really to that left leg, sole of the foot up towards. And then you're taking that right hand up and over, looking back behind you and seeing if you can reach with that left hand to that left foot and pull yourself around into the twist. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unravel yourself, unravel your legs, come up onto your hands and knees, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet, feel the stretch in the backs of the calves, ease into the backs of the legs. And then we're going to come into pigeon pose. So option to take that right leg up high first, bend at the knee, play with that hip twist, open up that hip flexor on the right side, take a few deep breaths, and then you're going to bring that right knee through to the front right corner of the mat, slide the left leg back, and come into your pigeon pose. So if you need to, use a block or pillow to support that right sit bone, making sure that your hips are nice and level. If you want to go deeper into the hip, you might want to shuffle that right foot forward slightly and flex the toes back towards you. Press the ground away, take a nice deep breath all the way in, and as you exhale, melt the body forwards, folding over that right knee, forehead to the floor, and just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back up to that seated position. Take the toes back on the, tuck the toes, step back with the right leg, pedal out the feet to get into the backs of those calves again. And then we're going to switch sides. So then the left leg now goes high to the sky, 3-leg down facing dog. Feel free to open up that hip flexor. Play with that range of motion, feel the stretch. And then when you're ready, bring that left knee through to the front left corner of the mat. Untuck the toes, slide the right leg back. And again, find that level hip position. So if you need to use a block or a pillow, you can. If you want to get deeper, think about bringing that shin so it's nearly parallel to the front of the mat and flexing that foot back. Press the ground away, open up the hips. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. And then as you exhale, melt the body forwards, coming into that sleeping pigeon pose for another 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up, finding yourself in a finding yourself back on your hands and knees. Step back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet, open up those calves, those hips, those hamstrings. And then we're going to come down into a prone position on our mat. So you're going to take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position and think about gluing the shoulders to the floor. As you inhale, you're going to lift the left leg up and over all the way to the right hand, and then you can take the left hand underneath the left shoulder and gently relax your head to the floor. So option to just stay here like this with the arms straight, or if you want to just lift off slightly and cactus the arms so you can bend at the elbow to get deeper into that side chest. You can try and get the elbow in line with the shoulder. And just take 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back to center and switch sides. So option again to go long with the arm or cactus at the elbow. Think about if you are cactusing, having that elbow in line with the shoulder. Forehead to the floor or just relax on the side of the head. And you're just gently going to take that right hand underneath the right shoulder as you inhale to lift and reach with the right leg all the way up and over to the left side. Just let the weight of the leg pull the body open. And hold here for 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way up, back to that prone position. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, come onto the hands and knees, and then swivel yourself around into a seated position. We'll come into half Lord of the Fishes before we make our way down into a supine position. So we're going to come with our legs, either right leg extended, left foot is going to come over the top of that right knee and place on the outside of the right knee on the floor. Right leg, option 2, is to hook it around the body and come into that seated position. Just make sure that you've got both sit bones with whatever option you choose, both sit bones are attached to the floor. So taking a hold of that knee, you're twisting tummy to thigh, so right hand to left knee or elbow around that knee. Inhale to lift and twist, exhale as you look over that left shoulder. Really pull that knee in tight towards the tummy to deepen that hip stretch. And hold here for 3 deep breaths. Exhale completely on that third deep breath. And then slowly unravel yourself, unravel your legs and switch sides. So either left leg extended, right foot comes over the top, or left leg hooks around the outside, both sit bones connected to the floor. Taking a hold of that right knee with the left hand or elbow, twist tummy to thigh, inhale to lift, exhale as you twist and look over that right shoulder. Really squeeze that knee in tight, pull the body round. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself. Unravel your legs and slowly bring yourself all the way down into a supine position on your mats. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, just gently hug them in tight as you rock from side to side. Massage your lower back. And then take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, palm facing down. If you want to get more into the shoulders, you could cactus the elbows, so bending at the elbows, back to the hands towards the floor. Whichever position you choose, backs or front palms of the hands glued to the floor, elbows glued to the floor, shoulders glued to the floor. As you exhale, drop the knees all the way over to the right. And as you inhale, lift and twist the head to look towards the left. You can then take the right hand to hold the outside of the left knee, or extend that left leg, top leg, into the right hand and cradle it. Hold here for 3 more deep breaths. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you lift your head and your knees back to centre. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So as you exhale, drop the knees all the way over to the left. Inhale to lift and twist the head to look towards the right. And press down on that outer thigh. Cradle that top leg, or hold that top foot in the opposite hand. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you bring your head and your knees back to centre. Hug them in tight. Rock from side to side. And then gently, whenever you're ready, slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Kiki's joined us for the last bit. And then when you're ready, take a nice deep breath all the way in as you lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as you exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.